You know, in the business world today, the ground is always shifting beneath our feet. Being a titan of industry one day is absolutely no guarantee you'll even be around the next. So, let's dive into this high-stakes game of corporate survival. Okay, take a look at this number, 52%. What do you think that is? Well, that is the percentage of Fortune 500 companies that have pretty much vanished since the year 2000. We're talking acquired, gone bankrupt, or just poof, gone. More than half. It's a staggering reminder that in this economy, nobody, and I mean nobody, is too big to fail.
So how on earth does that even happen? Well, that's what we're going to unpack. We'll start by taking a walk through the corporate graveyard. Then we'll look at the perfect storm of disruption brewing. We'll tackle the big one, the AI apocalypse. Or is it? After that, we'll lay out 4 big opportunities, 4 frontiers, and wrap it all up with the one choice every business now faces: disrupt or be disrupted.
All right, first up, the corporate graveyard. This is all about why today's titans become tomorrow's relics. I mean, think about it. Blockbuster, Kodak, Nokia, these were giants. What went so wrong? Well, a Forbes analysis has this perfect name for it, Titanic Syndrome. And it's a corporate disease where, honestly, companies cause their own downfall. It's all about arrogance, being way too attached to what made you successful yesterday, and just a flat-out inability to see the new reality staring you in the face. Just like the actual Titanic, right? They saw the warnings, but they thought they were unsinkable. Blockbuster saw Netflix coming and basically laughed it off as some little mail service. And get this, Kodak invented the digital camera, but buried the tech to protect its film business. They were just so blinded by their own success, they didn't see the iceberg until they were already sinking.
So what are these modern-day icebergs? Well, here's the thing. It's not just one big threat. It's more like a perfect storm of disruption. A whole bunch of massive forces are reshaping the global business landscape all at the same time. And if you want to know what's keeping executives up at night, just check this out.
This survey from KPMG really lays it all out. I mean, look at this. You've got geopolitical worries, economic shifts, workforce changes. They're all big deals. But then you see that top number. A whopping 88% of executives are pointing to technological disruption as the big one. It's not even close. That is by far the biggest wave in this storm.
And you know, this disruption stuff isn't all the same. KPMG breaks it down into 4 different flavors. You've got steady disruption, which is kind of slow and predictable. Big bang, which is sudden and huge. Horizon, the stuff that's coming but not here yet. And renaissance, where old ideas come back in a new way. Each one needs a different game plan. But right now, there's one particular big bang that's got everyone's attention.
You guessed it, we are talking about AI. Is this the AI apocalypse we've been warned about? The ultimate job killer? Or is it this incredible engine for growth and productivity? Or maybe something in between? This has become the central debate about, well, the future of everything.
So let's frame this debate. On one side, you've got the alarm bells ringing loud and clear. A guy like John Chambers, the former CEO of Cisco, is out there saying, hey, AI is moving 5 times faster than the internet. He's warning that we're going to see Fortune 500 companies disappear and that jobs will be destroyed way faster than we can create new ones. Then, on the other side of the ring, you have the reality check. A study from Yale University looked at the actual labor data since ChatGPT hit the scene, and they found, well, not much. Very little evidence of widespread job loss so far. They're saying the impact looks a lot more like previous tech shifts, like the PC or the internet.
In fact, the Yale study puts it pretty bluntly. The fears about massive AI-driven unemployment seem largely speculative right now. So there you have it. You've got this urgent warning from a tech insider looking at the future, clashing with a data-driven academic study looking at what's happening right now. Okay, so with this huge debate raging, how is anyone supposed to navigate this chaos? Well, the key isn't about perfectly predicting the future, because let's be real, who can? It's about being prepared for it. And that's where this framework from KPMG comes in, focusing on what they call the 4 frontiers of opportunity.
All right, frontier number 1 is Industry 4.0. This is one of those steady disruptions. It's already happening. It's kind of like a quiet revolution in manufacturing, where things like AI, IoT, and automation are all merging to create these super smart factories. We're talking assembly lines that can tell you they need repairs before they break, or supply chains that automatically adjust to what's happening in the market. This one's a marathon, not a sprint, and the companies that are already in the race are building a huge lead. Then we have Frontier 2, the AI age. Now this is the Big Bang disruption. This isn't a quiet evolution. It's a sudden, massive shockwave that's hitting every single industry at the same time. This one demands that you react and react fast. If you're slow on the uptake here, you risk becoming obsolete in just a few years, not decades.
Peeking over the horizon is Frontier 3, quantum computing. This is that horizon disruption. It's not quite here yet, but when it arrives, oh man, it could change everything. Just try to imagine computers so powerful they could solve problems we currently think are impossible. We're talking about designing new life-saving drugs, or, on the flip side, breaking every form of encryption we rely on today. The tech isn't mainstream yet, but the race to get ready for a post-quantum world, that's already on. And for our fourth and final frontier, we're looking up to the space economy. This is a renaissance disruption. The dream of space travel is old, but it's being completely reinvented for a new commercial era. Thanks to trailblazers like SpaceX making it cheaper to get to orbit, we're seeing this new gold rush in space. The opportunities are just wild, from satellite internet to mining asteroids to maybe even space tourism.
So, when you step back and look at all of this, from the ghosts of failed companies to these incredible new frontiers, what's the one thing that connects it all? What's the single most important takeaway? Well, there's one crystal clear message for anyone in a leadership position today.
This line from a Workday report just nails it. The only sane course of action is to meet disruption head-on and disrupt yourself before someone else does. You can't wait it out, you can't hide from it. The only way to survive is to become the disruptor. This idea of constantly reinventing yourself, it's not just a nice-to-have anymore. It's literally the only game in town.
Okay, but how do you actually do that? It sounds great, but what are the steps? Well, KPMG gives us a pretty solid 5-step plan. First, you've got to look beyond just the technology hype. What are the social and economic signals telling you? Second, connect those dots to figure out what you should actually do. Third, bring in different voices, different perspectives. Fourth, be strategic. You can't lead on every frontier, so decide where you're going to be a leader and where you'll be a fast follower. And last but definitely not least, always think long-term.
And all of this leaves us with one last, really important question to ask ourselves. In this new normal where constant change is the only thing you can count on, are you planning for where your business has been, or are you planning for where it can go next? Because your answer to that question is what will decide whether you end up on the right side of that 52%.